Skateboards, eh? This is clearly not a skateboard. This is a block of cheese. Terrence! Terrence! Why did you give me a piece of cheese? I didn't say cheese! So, skateboards. Today we're going to be looking at another skateboarding game, namely Tony Hawk Shred. They made Tony Hawk Ride and then they just kind of, oh, let's make another failed video game. No brainer, am I right? Literally, they had no brain. So this is kind of a minimalistic package, you know. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot. This thing. The Tony Hawk Ride board, but this is the new one made for Shred. They're compatible across both versions, but this one is just as terrible. Who knows? You know, I haven't played it yet. Let's start with the history. But before we can do that, we have to look back. It originally started with the release of Tony Hawk Ride on November 17th, 2009 for PS3, Wii, and Xbox 360. The game involved standing on a plastic skateboard and tilting it to perform certain tricks. Those motions were picked up by the infrared sensors on each side of the board, then shown on the TV simulating the experience of skateboarding. The game was developed by Robomoto for PS3 and Xbox, and Buzz Money for Wii. The game was published by Activision. In its first months on the market, it sold 114,000 copies. Even with the bad receptions to the first game, Robomoto still made a sequel, Tony Hawk Shred. It was nearly identical to its predecessor, only with a better control and playing system, and a snowboarding mode. In its first week on the market, it sold a measly 3,000 copies. It was also released October 26, 2010. Fun fact, Tony Hawk Shred was supposed to have a surfing mode, but the idea was scrapped due to low funding and a short amount of time to make the game. Besides that, let's play. So I started by loading up the game, and after skipping through some menus, you know, the usual warnings and memory stuff, I then realized I didn't have a board connected. So I had to go to the board, unscrew everything to get the batteries out. Please don't be corroded. Okay, reveal. And luckily the batteries were not corroded. I got two more. First, Then I put the batteries in. And there we go. So starting this game, you'd think by all the comments I made, this thing would be terrible, but to be really honest with you, this was one of the best experiences I've had on an Xbox 360, and that's saying a lot. Like, I grew up playing like Minecraft and Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare and Kinect games. Even though people think they're terrible, they're really good. Like, I mean, that's saying a lot. This is really fun. So, I played through all of the tutorials and completed them all. And, you know, I think I started to have the hang of it. Like, this is my first time even standing on the board. And when you stand on that board, you get this feeling of, like, power. Like, you get this feeling just like when you step on a skateboard for the first time. I don't really know how to explain it. And this game had like a riding system where basically you wouldn't turn left and right to turn left and right. The game would stay on a specific path, and after listening to Tony Hawk talk a little bit and watching some tutorials, I went to the first main track. Now this is crazy, and I mean crazy. At the start, you get to go down a ramp and flip and land in, I can't even remember the name of it. And, it's just crazy. Just jump over everything. And I found it, like, really fun to pop up and then, like, kind of turn to do different flip tricks. And also, it was satisfying to land in grinds and then flip out. Yeah, also doing those special tricks, those look really cool. So when you fill up your meter after doing tricks, you get to do one of the special tricks by covering up one of the front or back cameras. Or not cameras, infrared sensors. And that jump there took me quite a while to get, but I eventually did do it. That's just been edited out. And yeah, I mean, I just had the time of my life flipping around, and honestly, like, this game really pushes your body to the limits. Like, you have to do full rotations.
It's gotta be in here somewhere. What to do when a player is just too awesome for words.
Thanks.
Oh, here it is.
Okay. And after that, I went on to the snowboarding thing, and that was pretty fun. I had kind of mastered the skateboarding thing by this point, but I haven't really gotten good at snowboarding.
Quick second. I'm ready for snowboarding.
After strapping on my winter gear, I was finally ready for snowboarding, although I was still wearing a pair of jeans. This was the training for the snowboarding, and I mean, wasn't too easy, but with wearing boots and all, but it wasn't too hard either. And at this point, I got to do some flips.
Let's go! Oh, it's so hot in this.
And after landing some sick backflips and front flips, I got to do some other tricks. Pretty fun. Oh, and by the way, I was so hot at this point. My goodness, it was so sweaty in there.
I am so hot. Oh. Why did I think this was a good idea? That was really hard. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this kind of odd video type thing I've never done. And guys, see you in the next one. Goodbye!